You good?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grain Valley, Missouri. We are on the campus of Grain Valley High School, Eagle Fieldhouse. The old MRVC West rivalry renewed tonight between the Wildcats of Harrisonville and the Grain Valley Eagles as they are set to do battle in what is now a non-conference matchup as Grain Valley moved on to the Suburban Conference. But it's always fun when the old rivals get together.
It is, and it's always good competition. There's no question. Grain Valley always brings a good team to the floor, and I'm sure tonight's not going to be any different.
Coach Herbert, a very good coach on the Grain Valley sideline. He's been on the sideline with them for years, and there have been some battles over the years here in this gym and down at the gym in Harrisonville as well. We got a bunch of Wildcat dancing fans in front of us. But nevertheless, it's going to be fun tonight. It'll be exciting to see how the Wildcats in the early season play here in Grain Valley. They're 3-1 in the early season. Grain Valley, another school like Harrisonville in Class 4 that made a deep run in the playoffs, actually knocked off the Wildcats, so they've had even less practice than the Wildcats have. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, and both teams are going to bring 5 seniors to the floor as starting lineups, and so and it looks like they're all going to be deep. I mean, they've got some seniors that are on the bench and some good junior products as well, both teams. So it should match up to be a really good game.
Well, we're going to take a timeout. We'll take about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll be back with some more on the pregame show here as Jerry Forschler is working things out. He doesn't know if we're on air or not, so we're hoping we're talking to somebody. We don't know, though. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast. Offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more, they can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Looking for a new modern style place for your wedding? One that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today. Buying a house is a full-time job in itself. Why not take the work out of finding your dream home? Go see Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage Realtors today. Locally owned and members of the community, American Heritage is sure to help you find everything you need in a new home. With insight to local schools, parks, and neighborhoods, they'll match you with everything you want for your dream home. So when the time comes to buy or sell, call American Heritage Realtors at 816-380-6161 or visit them today online at americanheritage-realtors.com.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Dom.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you're looking for hometown insurance from your hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
It's happened to all of us. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Good news, buy your tire at Young's Tire and Wheel Center and you get free flat repair for the life of your tires. Have a bad tire and need a replacement but you don't want to break the bank? Young's can help you with that as well, with a huge assortment of quality used tires. So when the time comes for new tires or a replacement, go to the shop that Harrisonville trusts on South Commercial, a stone's throw from Forged by Fire.
When 14s needs tires, they call Young's. Yes!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside the Eagle Fieldhouse on the campus of Green Valley High School. Preseason basketball set to come your way. I should say non-conference basketball. The Harrisonville Wildcats and the Green Valley Eagles set to do battle here tonight. Coach Andy Herbert taking on Coach Langer for the first time. And it'll be interesting to see how the Cats go tonight. Great game on Tuesday night. And you know what's crazy about that game Tuesday night, Gary? They played a great game. Honestly, they played a great quarter. Take away that second quarter, and it was a pretty, lackluster second half. But Coach talked about that in the post-game show, and I'm sure they fixed plenty in the last 2 days of practice.
Well, they didn't start off real hot, but then they scored 26 in the second and held Clinton to 11. I mean, they scored 26 in the second and 22nd in the fourth. The first and third quarters were not very well, but they allowed Clinton to score 26 in the fourth. And I think a lot of that had to do with, you get such, and we talked about this on during the game and after the game. A lot of times when you get so far in of a lead, you kind of let down a little bit. And when you start let down, you start playing sloppy. And to a certain extent, we weren't playing bad. It was just kind of some sloppy ball for a while. And I don't see them playing any of that tonight because of who they're playing.
Absolutely. And I will say this too about the game tonight. Let's talk about some keys to the game for the Cats. I think key number one goes back to Tuesday night, ball movement. The way they moved the ball in that second quarter on Tuesday night, they found the open shots, they did well, and it was a good overall performance in that second quarter. It all started with the ball movement. That's key number one for me tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean the very first play right out of the chute after they got the tip, I think it was like 20 to 30 seconds they moved the ball around before they shot the ball once. And I like that because you're moving the ball around and never know where the shot's going to come from, and then all of a sudden you get the shot. So I was excited to see that in the very first play, and they did that most of the game.
Yeah. Key number two for me is this, and you got to go inside out. That was another thing that I was impressed with. The dribble drive ability of Bryce Jenkins and a couple others in that game. Kennedy Atkinson had some good dribble drives, as well as Landon George. Those three, if they can penetrate the lane, it's going to open up Brody Rogers on the inside, but it's also going to open up good looks on the outside. Brooks Langer as well had some good dribble drives, and you mix that in, dribble drive, it's going to open up the outside shot and the inside.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a starter, and he led the team in scoring. And one thing that Coach Langer talked about just a little bit ago before the game was the fact that, I mean, they've got some size on them. They've got some height, and trying to match up with that with, we don't have as much height as they do. And depending on what they put on the floor may depend a little bit who's on the floor for us as well.
So matchups, that'd be key number three for me, is how you take those matchups and those mismatches. Obviously, they may have some size, but at times, if you got two bigs in there for Green Valley, if you have somebody playing the four, like let's say Brooks Langer, you can pull him out to the outside. That's going to clear some space inside, and that creates a mismatch on the dribble outside.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, we've been with Coach Mercer for so many years, you know, and so we kind of knew how his play was. Looking forward to seeing how Coach Langer does throughout the season and matching up and playing the teams that we've been seeing the Wildcats play for years.
You know, and you can win without size. If you remember several years ago, the 2012 Mizzou team last year in the Big 12, when they won the Big 12 tournament, they had Kim English as their 4/5 guy, and he was pulling people outside, and they just created all kinds of mismatches. So you can make it work for you. Just see if the Cats can do it tonight or not.
Oh, absolutely. Looking forward to a good game.
All right, we'll take another timeout here. You're watching high school basketball, 4T's Broadcasting. We'll be back after this.
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's. There is only one place in Harrisonville that you can see every Wildcat game, home or away, on the big screen. That's at Forged by Fire. If you're unable to make the journey to the game, stop in and watch the game with fellow Wildcat fans. Check them out every other night as well during the week with nightly specials and a full menu that is sure to make your mouth water. Forged by Fire is Harrisonville's premier restaurant, and remember, it's your Friday night Wildcat headquarters before, during, and after the game.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Hello and welcome back to Grain Valley, Missouri. Just moments away from our opening tip-off on our varsity Friday night basketball game. The non-conference matchup, Harrisonville Wildcats and the Grain Valley Eagles, set to come your way here in just a couple of minutes. Gary Davidson, Chad Grammer here, and Gary, talk is over. We're almost time for tip-off.
Yeah, we are, and just looking ahead, we were talking about on the way up, big night tonight, a big day tomorrow for them. ACT test for those that are going to be needing and wanting to take it, and then they travel kind of a southwesterly direction into Kansas and play Frontenac, and so really within a 24-hour period, you're going to be playing 2 games plus an ACT test and try to get some rest.
Hey, and guess what? You know, people talk about, oh, you got it easy when you're a high school student athlete. This is a perfect example of you got to work hard as well. You got a game tonight, you got to go home and get home at 11 o'clock, get up 6 o'clock, go take a test, get on a bus, go down to Frontenac. So you got to take care of business. I appreciate everybody joining us on the pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Sherwood Community Bank. Go see them for youth checking and savings accounts today. Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC. We'll be back in just a few minutes with your opening tip.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need t-shirts for your team? A custom t-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller of premier portable buildings to store all your outside equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it, they probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto, across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
The where the grammars go, Hans Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location, across from the Frog Barn and Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, add the tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville.
Welcome back. We are ready for some high school basketball action. Your Wildcats and the Grain Valley Eagles. You may hear in the background, that is Mr. Ball. He runs, I believe, the music department here. I always love coming here because I always know he's going to have some fun. And you can hear him in the background right now. The Valley of the Grain. And like I said, Mr. Ball, I've loved it. He's been doing it for years. I love when we come up here. You always know he's going to everybody hyped up and we're ready to roll.
Well, and you look over there and he looks like a kid with his hat backwards. Truly looks like a kid, maybe 18, 19 years old.
I remember he's been here for a while. He was here the year that me and Brett Jones were broadcasting on a Saturday afternoon here in Grain Valley for a homecoming game for football. And it was a Saturday afternoon game, and somebody was in the press box above us. I'll get to that story in a little bit because we get ready to roll. Brody Rogers set to jump it up. He's going to control the tip, and the Cats are going to have it. They're going to go right to left this first half in their away blue top, blue bottom, black and white trim, white numbers, white letters. And Grain Valley in their home white tops, white bottoms with the blue numbers and letters in the blue trim. Rogers with it out front as we're underway from Grain Valley. Little stutter step move, Rogers, no. Rebound by Grain Valley, and Moulton brings it back the other way. He's got it out front, over on the wing. We'll spin it into the corner now, back on the wing, bring it out front. 3 ball on the way from Moulton, no good. He got that from Dankenbring, and the Cats bring it back. No score early going of this one. George with it on the wing right side, looks back door, and they're going to call a foul on Dankenbring. Seth Dankenbring, he was their fullback, one of their running backs for Grain Valley. That kid is a bowling ball, and you can see it out there right now. He is built. Jenkins gets it in. Knowles with it. Up top between the circles for Filer. Filer goes inside to Brody. Brody spins. Glass good. And it's 2-0 Cats with the early lead. Dankenbring across the timeline with it. Kilpatrick gets it over on the wing now for Witten. Witten tries to go inside. Rogers knocks it away. Numbers for Jenkins. He's going to go glass in. Good. Bryce Jenkins for 2. And it's 4-0 early. Dankenbring brings it back the other way. 6:40 to go here, first quarter. 4-0 Cats with the early lead. Dankenbring with it out front, gets it to Melton. Melton's got it between the circles. Setting up the offense, goes over for Witten. Witten's got it on the wing, back top of the key. Dankenbring spinning around the other way for Kilpatrick. He's got it at top of the key. Kilpatrick looking inside, goes inside for Dankenbring, gets Rogers off his feet, and then goes past Knowles for the bucket. Dankenbring with 2, and it's 4-2 with 6:15 to go here in quarter number 1. Jenkins with it, over to Filer. Filer's got it outside, right side wing. He'll fire a long 3, just a little bit short, and a rebound for Kilpatrick. He'll bring it across timeline, gets it off for Dankenbring. Back to Kilpatrick. He'll fire a 3. No. Rogers with the rebound for the Cats, and we go back the other way. 2 minutes gone by, first quarter, 4-2 Cats with the lead. Filer with it on the wing, left side, top of the key. 3 ball, no good by Knowles as it bounced around the rim, and Grain Valley brings it back the other way. Into the corner they go. Witten with it in the corner right side, back up front for Milton. Dankenbring with it on the left side wing, looking inside, goes, spins it around. Salisbury with it into the corner for Witten. Witten back to Dankenbring, top of the key. Moulton over on the wing for Kilpatrick. Free throw line, Dankenbring back out front. Moulton, the 19-footer, no good. Rebound chased down and off of Knowles. Somehow he got it off of Knowles there. Knowles was on the ground, and it still managed to skim him and go out of bounds. Trying to get the ball in here. Witten to pass it in for Grain Valley. Wide open underneath. He missed Moulton. Out front, Dankenbring back to Moulton. Moulton's got it. He's going to drive it. Knocked away by George. Stays with Grain Valley with 5:04 to go in the first quarter. 4-2 Cats with the early lead. So 4-2 our score. 5:04 to go here in quarter number 1. Harrisonville on top of Grain Valley early. Set to pass it in. Euler in the ball game now. Euler's going to get it in. Dankenbring. He's got it on the wing right side, dribbles between the circles and hands off for Moulton. Moulton's got it between the circles. Spin over to Euler. Euler's got it now on the left side wing. Hands off for Dankenbring. Goes between the circles with 4:50 to go here in the first quarter of play. Moulton has it now on the left side wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Cats good defense. Getting strong. They go inside for Euler. Euler backs his way up, but he walked with it.
That was great defense, and that's what caused them to cause the traveling underneath.
Great job of offsetting there, making him be off. 3 ball on the way right now by George is no good, and a rebound back to Grain Valley. Looks like Cats settling for too many quick shots early on in their possessions right now, Gary.
I understand that last one, though, because he was wide open.
Forced inside. They go to Kilpatrick. He is fouled by Knowles, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. First free throw is good by Kilpatrick. Makes it a 4-3 score. .421 to go, quarter number 1. 4-3 Cats with the lead. Kilpatrick trying to even it up here in the first quarter.
And Norris and Poisel just came in.
No good. Atkinson with the rebound for the Cats. Across the timeline they go. Top of the key, spinning around. Now Norris with it. He's got it on the right side wing. Top of the key for Jenkins. Jenkins dribbles over to the left side, into the left corner. Goes left, blocks for Poisel. It was out of bounds. They wanted it off of Poisel, but they're going to say it went out of bounds off Salisbury, and it'll stay with the Cats with 4:05 to go in the first quarter of play. Now that one's forced into Poisel and knocked away. The break no good. Thrown out of bounds by Atkinson. They're going to call him for the foul, though. And Euler going to go to the free throw line. And Kennedy, that just athletic ability right there to come screeching across and knock that one out of bounds.
And it looked like he had great position to be able to do that and not get anybody. He didn't get anybody. He must have got some hand.
And the way he reacted to the foul, I think he knew he got a little bit of hand, but he was hoping he got away with it. Nevertheless, a missed free throw makes it 4-3 and remains 4-3 here in the early going. Euler can knock this one down. It'll tie us up at 4 apiece with 4 to go in the first. And misses both, but an offensive rebound to Euler. Up and under, drops it off, and good for Salisbury. And it is a 5-4 game as we have our first lead change of the game. Atkinson over to Norris. Norris has got it right side wing. Knocked away, picked back up by Norris. Norris has it, going to dribble and hand off for Atkinson. He kicks it in the corner for Poisel. Poisel's got it in the corner, backs it back out for Atkinson. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter of play. Cats trail 5-4. They started with the first 4. Grain Valley with the last 5. 3 ball on the way. Norris, no, short. Rebound goes to Salisbury. He gets it off for Denkenbring, and across the timeline they go. Over for Malton. Malton thought about a 3 on the wing, going to drive in instead. Offensive foul. Poisel steps in front of it, and it goes back the other way as Malton ran right over Poisel, but Poisel draws the offensive foul. Good hustle play by Poisel there.
It was great position to finally be able to get into.
And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick 30 as well. Cats trail 5-4 in the early going.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
All right, 3:12 to go here, first quarter. Cats trail 5-4 in this one. And, you know, Cats just not getting shots to fall right now. They've had some open looks at 3. They're just not going down.
Yeah, and you like, though, again, what we talked about in the pregame, as far as them moving the ball and getting the correct shot. They have gotten the correct shot. The only time they took a quick shot is when he was wide open, and, I mean, he was almost too wide open.
So Cats have it. Grain Valley showing a little bit of full court pressure here, and they kind of back up with the Cats as they get it across the timeline. Atkinson with it left side wing. Tries to get it inside over for Jenkins. Jenkins has got it back up front for Langer. Langer off for Norris now with 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Atkinson to Norris. Norris has it, volleyball line left side, left corner, skip it to the right corner, 3 ball. Long by Langer, picked up in the back by Grain Valley, and they're going to go back the other way with it. The rebound by Salisbury off to Denkenbring. He's got it between the circles. Now hands off for Malton. Malton's going to set the offense. Go over to Euler on the wing right side. Top of the key for Salisbury with 2:25 to go. They go into the lane. Malton gets his man off his feet and puts it in for an easy 2, and it's 7-4 Grain Valley. Cats opened up with the first 4, but Grain Valley now on a 7-0 run. Poisel with the shot, no good. Rebound by Kilpatrick, off to Denkenbring. Ahead they go to Euler. Euler underneath, blocked away by Norris on Salisbury. And Salisbury will go to the free throw line for a pair. So 3-2 the score with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. Grain Valley knocks a free throw down. Brody Rogers checks back in for Kennedy Atkinson here. It's an 8-4 game. Second free throw coming up. It is good as well. Salisbury knocks them both down, and it is 9-4. Cats trail by 5. So a 9-0 run by Grain Valley. in this first quarter of play, and they trail 9-4 to the Cats. Jenkins has it on the wing, left side. Back it back up. Get it off for Poisel. Poisel back to Jenkins. And you can tell right now, Gary, the size is bothering the Cats a little bit. They're afraid to drive in the lane. Call that on Kobe Norris, his second. So George checks back into the ball game. But you don't see that dribble penetration. We have yet to see the Cats drive in the lane.
Well,
yet.
And they're playing a 2-3 zone on us right now, and I don't remember the Clinton playing that last week, so not sure if it's something that they're going to have to adapt to maybe at a next time out.
Kilpatrick inside, no good. Rebound Euler on the backside. Out front they go for Malton. Malton's got a top key off to Dankenbring. Dankenbring's got it, looks inside, goes back out front. Has it on the wing now, over into the corner for Kilpatrick. He'll fire a three, he'll drain it. And it's 12-4, Grain Valley out in front by 8. Get it off for Poisel to George into the corner for Langer, back to George. 55 seconds to go, quarter number 1, Cats down 8. And Langer with it back out front. That zone is causing them not to drive. You can see it right there. They're looking for open holes to drive, and they're not there. And overthrow out of bounds by Grain Valley. Goes back the other way. Euler for Grain Valley, about the same as an Atkinson for the Cats. Real athletic player. He was their wide receiver on their football team. You can tell he's got athletic ability. Maybe not a full basketball player, but he's got that athletic ability as well.
If they can start hitting the threes from outside, they're going to be able to break that 2-3 zone.
Now Rogers gets inside, and he can't get it to go. Langer with the rebound and the putback, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
And they're just not getting the shots to fall. That was a great shot. It just rolled around the rim and right out. So
24.8, Langer goes to the line here in the first quarter. Langer misses as well. That's kind of been the story of the first quarter as well.
Just cold.
Not making anything. 24.8 seconds to go here, quarter number 1. Cats have not scored since way back at the very beginning of the quarter. Second free throw breaks the drought. And Langer knocks it down. It's 12-5. I think Grain Valley probably go for one last shot here. Dankenbring brings it across the timeline. Has it over on the wing for Malton. Malton goes top of the key with it. Going to try to drive in, gets it to Euler. Euler's going to back his way in, put it up, and can't get it to go. He'll go to the line for a pair. Euler had the position there, and he just backed his way in to George, and George had no choice but to foul. Euler 0 for 2 at the line, missed a couple early in this quarter. 9 seconds to go. First quarter, misses that one short as well. And one more to go for Gavin Euler.
So hopefully he'll miss this. We'll get the rebound, and we'll be able to get the last shot like they were going to take.
Second one coming up from Euler. It is up. It is good. And he is now 1 for 4, and it's a 13-5 ball game. And now a ball thrown away right there by Jenkins. Just a lazy pass and a foul the other way. I noticed that a couple of times against Clinton as Jenkins kind of brings it up casually, and Grain Valley took advantage of it right there. So 13-5, and Dankenbring at the line for a pair. First one up and misses. I'll tell you what, missed free throws is keeping the Cats relatively close here in the first quarter, or it could be about a 13-point lead right now for the Eagles. Second free throw good by Dankenbring. 14-5, a 9-point Grain Valley lead. And that one misses. And at the end of one, we are down 14-5. We'll be right back.
We've all been there before, needed to deposit a check in our account but nowhere near our bank. That's where Hawthorne's Bank's mobile banking comes in. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and presto, the check's been deposited. Hawthorne Bank has the big bank convenience with small town roots. So if you want a friendly, quick, and convenient service in a hometown bank, go see our friends at Hawthorne Bank next to Troby's on Plaza Drive.
All right, welcome back. 1 quarter in the books. Cats down 14-5. They were outscored 14-1 after opening with the first 4 points. Gary, the biggest thing I see right now, you got to get dribble penetration. You got to penetrate that zone. You've got, and even if it's to the elbow or just a little bit inside of the three-point line, you got to make them collapse that zone a little bit to open up the outside. Right now, the Cats are doing nothing. They're just passing the ball around the outside, and they're not penetrating that zone and getting it inside. And until they do that, they're going to struggle from the outside, and they're going to struggle in the ballgame. I agree, other than if some of their threes would fall, which they've had great looks because they're playing the 2-3 zone and they're not coming out on the wide threes. So if they could be able to get those to start knocking down, then I think that they would be able to they would start coming out and they would be able to penetrate and they would have more of a space to penetrate in. And the size differential, obviously on the inside, Brody working hard down there, but they got to get the ball into Brody. Brody's got to take control on the inside, start pushing some folks around as well. Malton gets it in for Grain Valley, gets it to Woodrum. Woodrum's got it outside. Spin it around. Woodrum's got it top of the key. Now for Grain Valley. They spin it off Malton. 3-ball, no. Long rebound is going to go to the Eagles as they're getting to the loose balls. Didn't see who that one was that got that one down, but it is 16-5. So Woodrum into the game, gets 2, gets a steal, and goes back the other way. And two quick buckets, and the Cats down 18-5. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats trail by 13.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
All right. Welcome back to Grain Valley High School. Wildcats trail 18-5 here in this one. Looked like it was going to be a good start for the Cats. They started out 4-0, but since then it's been all Grain Valley, 18-1 run since the first 2 minutes of the ball game. Yeah, and that was a good timeout. I mean, they only, 38 seconds into this second quarter, but that was a great timeout because things had started kind of going sideways. So hopefully they'll get back on the tracks here and be able to put some points together and be able to get back in this. Get it across the timeline for George. Off for Filer. Filer has it on the wing. Back out front between the circles they go for Knowles. Into the corner, Filer. 3-ball, good. Evan Filer knocks it down. Hopefully, as my old friend Zach Cook would say, that'll stop the bleeding. Inside they go, blocked away. Brody Rogers able to tip that one away from Salisbury, and it goes back the other way. Knowles has got it into the corner for George. And George is going to drive in, kick in the corner, and and he didn't mean to do it, he just was up off his feet. And you could tell Malton was like, I didn't know what to do. But nevertheless, Cats will maintain possession. Rogers set to pass it in. 18-8 the score, 6:41 to go here in the first half. Cats trail by 10. Rogers has got it free throw line inside for Knowles. Back out front is Jenkins over to George. George has it wing right side, a little bit too hard, but it's tipped out to Jenkins. Now he drives, floater on the baseline, no. And a rebound to Grain Valley and Kilpatrick. He gets it off on the wing, back to Kilpatrick. He'll fire a 3. Good, top of the key 3, Kilpatrick. And it's 21-8 Grain Valley in this one. Inside out, Knowles will fire. Knowles connects, makes it 21-11. Back the other way it goes. So Knowles keeps it at 10 with back-to-back threes. Teams trading threes here. Now Malton will fire a three. No good. Rebound Rogers for the Cats. Chance to cut it back to single digits with under 6 to go in the first half. Knowles to Rogers. He'll drive the lane. Glass no good. And he's fouled by Euler. And he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. So 5:37 to go. Second quarter. Cats trail by 10. Rogers at the line. Misses the free throw. One more to go here. So 5:37 to go. First half of this one, Cats down by 10. Brody Rogers at the line for his second. Second one, no good, so Brody misses them both. Rebound by Grain Valley. Salisbury got it. Malton has it between the circles. Off on the wing, back up front. Top of the key, spins inside. Good ball movement by Grain Valley. They get it out to Kilpatrick, spin it around Salisbury, and a walk as he tried to drive in the paint, and a turnover back the other way.
There's the substitution number 34, Jacob Poison.
So the Cats have it, bring it back the other way. Across the timeline, Norris has it. He's playing with 2 fouls. Get it off for Filer. Into the corner for Langer. 3 ball goes down. 21-14. Cats back within 7 as Langer knocks it down. And 5 minutes to go first half. Cats within 7. Now it's where you want to get bucket and stop, Gary. Bucket and stop and try to get back in this ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
Kilpatrick with it out front for the Eagles. Goes free throw line. Inside, out they go. They got it into Malton. Malton cuts it outside. There's going to be a foul on the Cats inside. Be on the floor. That'll be a 1-on-1 situation for Malton. He has yet to shoot a free throw here. And he's at the line for the front end of a 1-on-1 with 4:42 to go. First half, Cats down 7. Misses, rebound Knowles. Cats a chance to cut it to 5 now. Norris across timeline, hands off for Filer. Filer volleyball line, left side with his dribble. Gonna go between the circles now, try to set up the Cat offense. He's gonna dribble in, looks around, gets it back for Knowles. Knowles on the wing, left side, left corner for Poisel. Back out front they go now with 4:20 to go in the first half of this one. Filer dribbles around on the outside, has it to the wing on the right side. Underneath they go for Norris. Norris stepped on the inline, and it goes back to the Eagles. Only thing I didn't like about that possession was too much dribbling. Get the passing, get the motion away from the ball. You got to pass it around a little bit more. A little bit too much dribbling there, and then goes out of bounds. And the Eagles call a timeout. We'll keep it right here with you. So 4:12 to go, first half, 21-14 our score. Cats are down by 7, but have clawed back in this one. They've trailed by as many as 13, and they find themselves down 7 right now, Gary.
Yeah, they dug themselves a hole real quick, and a lot of that was just cold shooting. I mean, they couldn't shoot anything, and they had some really good shots. They moved the ball like we wanted them to do, but just wasn't falling for them. And when it starts falling, this is what happens. I mean, we were at 4 points not too long ago, and now we're at 14. So
here we go, down by 7, down a touchdown with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Cats have been down a touchdown before to Grain Valley. They could pull back in this one. So Grain Valley going to have it. They're going to pass it in here. Witten going to pass it into Malton, and Malton going to bring it up for the Eagles with approaching 4 minutes to go in the first half. Atkinson going to meet him at the timeline. Kick it off on the wing, Woodrum. Woodrum kicks back out front. Drive in, Malton back to Woodrum. Kick it in the corner, baseline drive. Witten inside for Salisbury can't knock it down, kick it out to Moulton, now wide open Kilpatrick, and he can't knock it down. Second time is good by Kilpatrick. He's got 8, and it's a 23-14 game. Atkinson, good drive, floater good. 23-16, goes back the other way. Atkinson's first bucket of the ball game.
And that's what you were talking about they needed to do, and Kennedy did it there.
Kick it back out to Kilpatrick. He's got it between the circles. He's kind of the mismatch of the ball game right here with his height and his play inside. He can shoot from the outside as well. Bucket no good. Langer cannot come down. Now gets the rebound, clears it out. 7-point deficit for the Cats with 3:05 to go in the first half. Atkinson with it on the wing. Has it on the wing left side, top of the key with it. Filer has it now, going to hand back off for Poisel. Poisel's got it way out front between the circles, going to hand off for Norris. Norris at the volleyball line, a left side, directing traffic, trying to set up his offense with 2:45 to go. Almost carried that one. Now Langer, he'll fire off the screen, no, and it's a rebound for Grain Valley. Woodrum gets it off for Moulton, and Moulton going to bring it back for Grain Valley with 2:30 to go in the first half. 23-16, long three, Kilpatrick, good. He's got 12, and he's got 3 threes in the first half, and it's back to a 10-point Grain Valley advantage, 26-16. Langer with it outside right side wing. Norris, long three from the top, no. Rebound back the other way, and it goes across the timeline. Get it off on the wing. Moulton back up front. Witten, he's going to drive in, dish off Woodrum, puts it up, Glasson good. Woodrum's coming in the second quarter and scored 6, and Grain Valley's pushed it back out to 12, 28-16. 1:49 to go, and the Cats call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Cats trail by 12.
Every broadcast team has to look good. The 4T's crew is no different. That's why we trust C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing to outfit us for each broadcast. Offering full-service screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, banners, and more, they can take care of you. When you're looking for a company to make that next shirt, stop looking and call C-Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing at 660-885-2447 or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
All right, 1:49 to go in the first half. Cats trail by 12 with the basketball. Now, at this point, you're under 2 to go. You want to win this last 2 minutes, and you want to get into single digits before you get into halftime.
Yeah, and I will say, we've got the opportunity because we've got basically 2 5-man squads that can go out there against them, and this may come down to fourth quarter, depending on what they've got to be able to put up.
So get it off on the wing. Inside, they try to force that to Rogers. It bounces off, and it goes back the other way. Moulton inside for Salisbury. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. So 28-16 the score, and Salisbury goes to the line for a pair.
At the line, he was number 13, AJ Salisbury.
1:34 to go here, first half. Cats trail 12. Salisbury at the line, free throw good, 1 more to go. He's now 3 out of 3 from the line, 5 points tonight, 29-16 score. Monty Schroeder in the game for the first time tonight. Second free throw, no. Out of bounds off of Moulton and to the Cats. So the Cats down 13, 1.5 to go in the first half. And first time tonight, the Cats drive inside and they call an offensive foul on Jenkins on the bucket. I like the aggressiveness though there from Jenkins. I'm not going to take anything away from that one. One of those that could go either way. So 29-16 the score. And Dankenbring brings it across the timeline, has it out on the wing. Top of the key with it, going to dribble in all the way to the glass, no good by Kilpatrick, and the Cats get it back down 13 with a little over a minute to go in the half. Langer throws it away in the backcourt, and it'll be Grain Valley basketball with 1:01 to go in the half. So 1:01 to go in the half. Cats down 13. Moulton throws it into Dankenbring. He's got it in the backcourt, going to bring it across the timeline. Over on the wing with it, it'll be Salisbury on the left side wing, dribbles back between the circles. Now wing on the left side for Moulton. He dribbles back to the top as they keep spinning off that left wing. Dankenbring now with it on the wing into the corner. They go Witten back to Dankenbring. Dankenbring looking inside for Kilpatrick. Drops it to Kilpatrick. Spins and is dropped by Schroeder. And Kilpatrick will go to the line for a pair. Kilpatrick with 12 in the game, 1 for 2 from the line, 3 triples for Grain Valley. Free throw is good. Make it 30-16 with 1 more to go here. So 35.4 to go in the half. Grain Valley in control. Second one is good as well, and it's a 15-point Grain Valley lead, their largest of the night. And now for Filer, he's going to dribble in. He's in the paint now. He can get rid of it, kicks it back out, and gets it to George. George spins. Good move in the paint by George. Cannot connect, though. Kind of that type of half for the Cats. Nothing falling when they get it to the bucket. Grain Valley a chance to make this 17 or 18 going to the half. 8 seconds to go before the break. Kilpatrick's got it. They go inside, wide open. Bucket is good. Salisbury. Cats have been doubled up in the first half. 33-16. We'll take a timeout.
Looking for a new modern style place for your wedding? One that won't break the bank? We've got good news for you. Harrisonville's newest event space, the Uptown Event Space, is now booking for events for the holidays and next year. Located across from the Old Cass Medical Center, there's ample parking and space for your next big party, complete with private rooms for the bride and groom to get ready, a kitchen area, and a full catering available. It's time to go to Uptown and book your next event today. Buying a house is a full-time job in itself. Why not take the work out of finding your dream home? Go see Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage Realtors today. Locally owned and members of the community, American Heritage is sure to help you find everything you need in a new home. With insight to local schools, parks, and neighborhoods, they'll match you with everything you want for your dream home. So when the time comes to buy or sell, call American Heritage Realtors at 816-380-6161 or visit them today online at americanheritage-realtors.com.
It's important to have a local bank. Sherwood Community Bank is the area's only locally owned bank. It's nice when your local bank is also up with the times and provides you with internet banking and a mobile banking app. We are all so busy, so sometimes being able to jump online or use an app to transfer funds at the click of a button is the easiest way to bank. So go to one of Sherwood Bank's 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville and set up an account today.
And don't forget to download the Sherwood Bank app.
Want the best deal from the best dealership? Max Motors Ford, right in Harrisonville, Missouri. We make deals the others won't. More for your trade, less for your new one. Worth the drive from anywhere. We will beat any competitor's offer on a new vehicle by $500 or give you $500 and a tank of gas. With a great selection of over 800 vehicles priced at or below dealer cost. Come see why Max Ford in Harrisonville is the easiest place to buy a car. Visit us at the corner of 71 and 291 highways or shop maxford.com. Proud to sponsor our Harrisonville Wildcats.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services have been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat, and with this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. As always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Lacey Domnick.
Hi, I'm Cameron Chenoweth with American Family Insurance.
And as I was saying before I was cut off, I'm Lacey Domnick with Shelter Insurance. As you can see, we're both competitors off the field. However, since we're Harrisonville alums, we both still love the Wildcats and this community.
So if you're looking for hometown insurance from a hometown agent, give me a call, Cameron.
No! Give me a call at 816-380-2700 for a shelter insurance quote today.
Or for the best quote, give me a call at 816-380-3996 for an American Family quote. We know you have options, so we want to team up to give you the best options in insurance.
It's happened to all of us. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Good news. Buy your tire at Young's Tire and Wheel Center and you get free flat repair for the life of your tires. Have a bad tire and need a replacement but you don't want to break the bank? Young's can help you with that as well with a huge assortment of quality used tires. So when the time comes for new tires or a replacement, go to the shop that Harrisonville trusts on South Commercial, a stone's throw from Forged by Fire.
When Forties needs tires, they call Young's. Yes!
Event spaces come in all shapes and sizes. Finding the one that is just right can be a hassle. Not anymore. The Dickey Cottage is perfect for those extra large family gatherings, birthday parties, baby showers, and more. With a large kitchen to use, a giant dining room for everyone, and a living room area with a big screen, there is sure to be room for everyone to relax and feel right at home. So the next time you need a venue that is just right, call Sonia at 816-925-0588 and book your date today. The Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
Welcome back inside of Eagle Fieldhouse on the campus of Green Valley High School. Want to thank a couple of our sponsors real quick here. Number one, the Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce, a great sponsor of ours, and we are proud members of the Chamber. Let you know, January 3rd, we will be hosting the Chamber First Friday Coffee on Friday at the Chamber offices. So be sure to be there. We got a couple of fun things we're going to be doing that day. I'll just leave it at that because there may be some surprises that come along with that. So we'll just leave it at that. But it is a good thing to do. If you're not a member of the Chamber and you want to check the Chamber out, come visit us on that First Friday Coffee. We would love to have you. That is the Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce. Number two is Brickhouse Coffee. Finally, a coffee shop in town that has an app you can order from and pay from. Brickhouse Coffee. Go download the Joe Coffee app from Brickhouse Coffee. They were doing a promotion, I'm not 100% sure, but $25 on your card, and you'll get a free drink out of that deal. But what a better thing in the morning for anybody that's getting ready to head out of town. You call or you get on your app, you order your coffee, you stop in, park right up front, run in, grab your coffee, and you're on your way. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to pay. It's already paid for on the app. Nothing better than that is just order in, out, and on your way with Brickhouse Coffee and the Joe Coffee app. Gary, all Green Valley first half of this one. Cats got to solve that 2-3 zone.
I guess you're going to let me talk. I'm going to go back to the coffee thing. I mean, they come up with all these good things in Harrisonville when I retire. I mean, I would have loved to have been able opportunity to go by and stop and get me a cup of coffee real quick before I headed north. So you're right. You know, we started out cold. We weren't able to hit anything from the outside when they were in the 2-3 zone. And, you know, when we finally started hitting, you know, they came out in more of a man-to-man. But their matchup with us is pretty has been pretty difficult on us in the beginning. So I think we're going to hopefully be able to come out, match up a little bit better in the second half, hopefully be able to cut into this lead and make it a game. I'm going to run down the some stats real quick. Leading the way for the Cats is Langer with 4. Normally you don't say that, but there's usually quite a few more points. But Langer's got 4. Knowles has 3. Filer has 3. And then Jenkins, Rogers, and Atkinson all have 2 to round out the scoring for the Cats of 16 points. Obviously leading the way for Green Valley is Kilpatrick, and he was hot. I mean, he has got 3 threes and a couple of pairs plus a couple of free throws to take him to 14 points. And then behind that is A.J. Salisbury with 7 and Ethan Woodrome with 6, which brings them and a few other points to 33. So obviously we're down 33-16 at halftime, and we were going to have a few in foul trouble. Knowles has 3. Norris has 2, as well as Atkinson, and then there's a few of them that have 1. So
when you get to a game like this, you're down at the half, you're down big. You're not down 20 plus, but you're down, 15. This is what you got to look at in a game like this. You've got to start playing the game in what we call segments. You got to start winning those 2-minute battles. You win 2 minutes if you win 4-2. Then you take that next 2. You try to win that. You've got to battle your way back into this ball game, and you got to do it by knowing that there's no 17-point shot. A lot of times you'll see a team get down 10, 15, and then it comes 25 or 30 real quick because you take contested threes, you take bad looks. That's what you can't do if you're the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, you can't start pressing. You're right. You've got to take it a little bit at a time. Sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because you're never going to continue be positive every 2 minutes. So you've got to realize that you're going to have a minute or 2 in there that you're going to probably go backwards, but you want to have more positives than negatives to be able to cut into the lead and make it a game. And when you get into the fourth quarter with a couple of minutes left, you want to be able to win it. The other thing is they only play. So far, they've only played 7 players. We've played 10. And so I think in the fourth quarter, when you start talking about how well they're going to be able to make it through all 4 quarters with just playing 7 people, I think we're going to have a little bit more energy in the fourth quarter than they are.
And you hope that's the case. And obviously, the only thing about it for both squads playing deep into the playoffs in football, you're not in basketball shape regardless yet. So we'll see how that tailors out for either one of these squads as we are getting ready for the second half. We're going to take another quick 30-second timeout, and we'll bring back for the second half. Thanks for joining us for halftime. Cats trail by 17. We'll be back to see if they can make a rally in the second half.
One of the scariest things to do is to take your car to a mechanic. No reason to be scared when you have the best mechanics around right here in Harrisonville. Colby and the crew at Colby's Car Clinic are all ASE certified mechanics with the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smoothly year in and year out. So don't be scared. Go to Colby's Car Clinic and take the fear out of getting your car fixed. Give Colby a call at 816-380-3000 or go see them in the big blue building behind O'Reilly's.
All right, welcome back. We are set for second half action. Cats going to have the ball to start this second half. So the comeback starts here. Crazy how small of a world it becomes. Chase is an 8th grader now. He goes to school in Independence. However, one of his teammates on his football teams for years in Blue Springs was a kid by the last name of Woodrome. Well, this is his older brother playing, so becomes a small world after that. Cats have the ball to start the second half.
And they're starting a little bit of a different lineup. They're bringing Atkinson, good pass inside to George.
Good look inside. Cats answer real quick off the bounce.
Yeah, they brought in Atkinson and
they brought in 3 new ones.
Langer,
Atkinson, and 2 new starters for the Cats in the second half. Going with a little bit more athletic lineup in this second half. Out front, it'll be Malton with it. Gets it over for Kilpatrick. And Kilpatrick back up 3, no. Rebound off of Filer and off of Salisbury and back to the Cats. 33-18 our score. So Cats get the first 2 of the second half. Now try to chop down that lead. Jenkins with it out front. Top of the key, Langer. Langer off for Atkinson. Atkinson's got it, trying to get it to Filer now over for George, left side wing. George with it on the left wing, over to Filer. Filer thought about a 3. He's going to drive in. Now get back and get rid of it to Langer. Langer going to drive the paint. Glass no good. Rebound for Witten. Witten ahead to Kilpatrick. He's got it out front. Kilpatrick with it way outside. Wide open underneath Salisbury. And it's 35-18. Has Salisbury wide open underneath on the cut. Good ball movement by them. So 6:20 to go here in the third. Atkinson guarded heavily out front off for Filer. Filer guarded by Dankenbring. Has it on the wing. Hands off for George. George back top of the key. George going to drive it. George puts it up. No, he'll go to the line for a pair. Knocked down by Witten. And it'll be 2 free throws coming for Landon George. So 6:07 to go here, the third quarter. Cats trails by 17. And George, first free throw is good. 35-19 the score, one more to go.
And then came Poisel.
Poisel checks in for the Wildcats for Langer. Second free throw, good. George knocks them both down. It's 35-20. Inside they go. Dankenbring blocked away by George. And George is going to take it back the other way. Gets it ahead and throws it away. Try to get that to Atkinson. And it goes back to Grain Valley. 5:56 to go here in the third. Dankenbring to bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around on the wing, gets it to Kilpatrick. Over for Moulton. Moulton going to drive, drops, delivers to Salisbury. And it's 37-20. Gary talked about it beforehand. 2 steps forward, one step forward, 2 steps back. That's what the Cats have done here in this half. Atkinson's jumper no good, knocked away by Jenkins back the other way as Dankenbring trying to get it ahead for Moulton. Brody Rogers and Colby Knowles check back into the ball game. 5:28 to go. Third quarter, 37-20 our score. Ball between the circles. Off on the wing, Dankenbring. Top of the key now, Moulton. Salisbury inside to Kilpatrick. Knocked away from him, picked up by the Cats. Ahead to Rogers. Rogers, glass and good. Brody Rogers, 37-22. As Rogers now has 4. Moulton the other way, underneath again, wide open Euler this time. Grain Valley finishing strong at the rim with the cutters going down to help others out. 39-22. Foul on Grain Valley.
Eagle foul number 10, Gavin Weather.
So 39-22, 4:49 to go. And stolen away from Poisel, but picked up by George. George hands it off. Jenkins out front. Between the circles, Knowles over to Poisel. Poisel has it out front, knocked away from him, picked up by Grain Valley. Poisel and Dankenbring hit the ground. They're going to call an intentional foul on Jacob Poisel, which is insane to me because they were both going for the basketball, but what do I know? So Kilpatrick goes to the line for a pair. First one is good, one more to go. 40-22 the score. Second one good as well. Make it 41-22. So Grain Valley's pushed it to 19 with 4:31 to go here in the third quarter. Grain Valley up by 19 now. Have it outside, top of the key, ball on the ground, picked back up by Salisbury. Finger roll is good. Makes it 43-22. Cats trail by 21. Blocked away, picked up Dankenbring and Poisel get into it there. That was a lockup. Poisel going all ball there. They're going to call a jump ball. Rogers was keeping Poisel from the other team there. Euler kind of slapped and was like, come on now. So, you think these two just played football a couple weeks ago, Gary?
I believe it looks like it. I think some of the pads are still kind of on.
Long three, no good. Picked up by Kilpatrick and off the foot of Rogers, but picked up. Should have been a kick ball. Didn't call that one, and it goes back the other way. Getting a little chippy in Grain Valley with about 3:49 to go here in the third. Knowles passes it back for Norris. Norris brings it across the timeline over to the wing. Tried a free throw line jumper, no. Rebound on the backside by Salisbury, and it goes back the other way. Dankenbring off back top of the key. Malton, 3:30 to go. 3:20 to go, I should say, here in the third quarter. Grain Valley give and go underneath for Euler. 45-22. Grain Valley up 23 points as Euler knocks down two more. Now a three the other way, no good. And a rebound by Knowles on the backside. Three ball Knowles, no. Long rebound goes to Salisbury of Grain Valley with 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Dankenbring across the timeline. 45-22. Ball on the ground. They're going to call the foul on the floor. So 2:44 to go in quarter number three. Grain Valley has opened up a 23-point lead in a contest that's gotten a little chippy here of late. But about a month ago, these two played in a district championship football game. And I would say there's still a little animosity between both teams in this basketball game. That one bounces out of bounds. Harrisonville led early in that football game. Actually should have led at the half if not for a Gavin Euler Hail Mary on a missed field goal to tie it up at halftime. Cats led early second half, but Grain Valley pulled away and won the district title from the Cats. And here we are in basketball, non-conference matchup, a game that used to be played 2 times a year, and Grain Valley has taken this one to the Cats so far. Kilpatrick with another bucket, and it's 47-22. Cats settle for a quick shot, and it goes back the other way. So 47-22. Inside they go, Woodrum. Ball on the ground. There's a scrum for it. Pick up. That would have been a walk. Nothing called.
It's a walk.
Now a kick ball called, and it'll stay with Grain Valley. Woodrum got away with one right there, and I understand not calling. It was like a tie-up, but he did take about 3 steps with the ball. 47-22, 1:58 to go, third quarter. Cats trail. Trying to get the ball in here is Euler, and a 5-second call. Back to the Cats. So good defense by the Wildcats, forces the turnover. And see if the Cats can start mounting some buckets and some stops. Long way to go in this one, but they've got to start somewhere. That one is off the foot of Grain Valley and back the other way. Glass and good by Salisbury. Salisbury now has 15 in the ball game, and it's a 49-22 lead for the Eagles. 3 ball on the way. Jenkins, no. Rebound, and that is the one thing I'll say about this is Euler goes coast to coast, blocked away by Landon George. you're not going to get back in a ball game if you start getting frustrated and you start chucking threes. You got to get the open look. That's the thing with the three-point line in high school. You can get back in a game quick, but you can't just force those threes. You've got to be able to make the threes on open looks. And if you bounce back 2 or 3 threes in a row, that cuts 9 off of the lead just like that. First free throw was no good by Oilers. Second one is. It's a 50-22 score. Since the beginning of the ball game, after that 4-0 spurt by the Wildcats, Green Valley is on a 50-18 run. Rogers glassing good. 50-24 the score. Brody Rogers with 6. Salisbury off for Euler. He's got it outside. And a travel called. Euler's lucky he didn't get a foul called on that one. They called a travel. He tried to get some position between him and George. Off for Filer. He's got it on the left side wing, going to bring it to the top of the key. And now a 3 thought about by Langer into the corner. A 3 by George. No. Brody Rogers put back is good. Brody with the offensive board. Makes it 50-26. Brody took me to heart. I said, I expect a double-double out of you every night. He gets the offensive putback and the bucket, and it's a 50-26 ball game. Down to 24 now. Cats bucket and a stop. Euler with it. They're going to go for one last shot here in the third. It's a 24-point contest. George chasing Kilpatrick, and then a foul on Filer.
There's no foul for 5. Evan Filer. His first person. Time on the floor. Harrison.
We got a timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Cats trail by 20.
What is one of your most precious commodities these days? Time. With kids' events, family events, and everything in between, time is precious. So why drive hours and spend an entire day to save $20? Shop local and find your home appliances right in Harrisonville at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. They deliver and can service any issues that can arise. By doing that, you're putting money right back into the community. So stop wasting family time and go see the staff that treats you like their family at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, 8.4 to go in the third. Cats trail 50-26. And this, we talk about it. You got a full quarter left. You just got to start chopping wood, see what happens. But you can't give up easy looks. That was the one thing that started this third quarter. Those backdoor cuts by Green Valley killed the Wildcats.
Yeah, I can't count on one hand the number of one-footers they had underneath the basket that were, good plays by Give It to Green Valley. They had some good plays. We just lost our man, and they got open right underneath the basket. So,
and here's the thing about it being early season, too. You're trying to find your right 5 or the 5 that are doing the best, and right now it's just a struggle for the Cats tonight, and they're going to have that in the early season, especially under a new coach. Hand check foul outside on Jenkins as he was guarding Malton. Now 4.9 seconds to go, 50-26. Green Valley going to pass it in on the far sideline. Salisbury to pass it in. Looking to get it in here. Gets it in the backcourt for Kilpatrick. And now a hand check foul on George with 1.6 to go. So 1.6 to go, 50-26 the score in the third quarter. Moulton fires, no. We go to the fourth, Cats down 24, we'll be back.
You need multiple things for a project at home, but don't want to go all over the city to find it? You need to go see Tom and Lonnie Cook at the 38,000 square foot Trade Fair Mall. Over 200 booths with Amish-made jelly, new and used furniture, antiques, toys, and a little bit of everything you can think of. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall can be your one stop for everything. Whether it's your first time to Harrisonville or you have been here for years, the trade fair is definitely a see it to believe it type of place, right across the street from Sutherland's.
All right, Wildcats trail in this one, 50-26 after 3 quarters of play. Down 24. I've said it before, they got a heartbeat. It's kind of faint right now. They just got to start bucket and a stop, bucket and a stop. You get it into the teens. Then you work on getting it down under 15. You just got to work at it. You don't have to take those quick shots. So 3 quarters in the books. Cats going to get it to start quarter number 4. Langer to pass it in for the Cats, gets it in for Filer, and Filer going to bring it up for the Cats. Across the timeline they go with it. On the wing. Try to get rid of it is Filer. And a 5-second call as Filer couldn't get rid of it. Woodrum with good defense on that one to cause the 5-second call. Euler passes to Malton. He's going to bring it across the timeline, 50-26. Woodrum's got it. Top of the key. He's going to dribble in. Floater and an offensive foul called on Kilpatrick as George had position. Cats get the first stop they need, but they cannot turn the ball over. They just turned it over and gave Green Valley that opportunity. Jenkins has it. He dribbles in, kicks in the corner for George. George off to Rogers. Rogers floater good. Brody Rogers. He's in double figures for the Cats with 10. Makes it 50-28. Off on the wing, Woodrum kick it off. Top of the key for Malton. He dribbles in, drops it for Salisbury. Back to Woodrum. Woodrum now out front. Drive in the lane. And Euler threw it to Coach Herbert on the bench. I think the Cats wanted a foul call, but nevertheless they get the turnover. And it'll be Harrisonville ball on the far side. 6:59 to go in the ball game. Cats trail by 22. Rogers gives it to Jenkins, and the Cats bring it across the timeline. Clean the circles on it. Off for Rogers. Rogers in the paint. No good. Rebound for Salisbury. He gets it off for Malton, who brings it across the timeline. Malton with it out front. Get it off for Woodrum. Woodrum guarded by Filer. He's going to spin. Hand check foul going to be called on Filer. Had his hand on the back with 6:37 to go here in the fourth. So Green Valley will shoot free throws the west of the way. Woodrum at the line. He's got 6 in the ball game. Front into the 1-and-1. No. Rogers with a rebound for the Cats. Back the other way we go, down by 22. Underneath, Jenkins, no. Rebound, Malton, knocked away from him, picked up by Knowles into the corner, Filer. Filer drives, kick back 3, no. Rebound, Rogers tips it into the corner, 3-ball, Jenkins, no. Rebound by Woodrum, and it goes back the other way. So been that kind of night offensively for the Cats. They're just not falling. Underneath to Euler. He loses it out of bounds and back to the Cats. And we're going to call a timeout. We'll have a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Cats trail by 22, 6:04 to go in the game.
Well, it's football season, so that means cold weather is not far behind. It's time to drive on over to Young's Auto Repair to get your car ready for the winter. Flush the radiator, get an oil change, and make sure the heater is ready to keep your family comfortable all winter long. If something else may ail your car, bring it in. Let Young's diagnose the problem, get you back on the road. Young's Auto across the road from Young's Tire on South Commercial Street.
All right, welcome back. 6:04 to go, fourth quarter. Cats trail by 22. Looked like it was going to be a nice, close game early on. Green Valley then went on an 18-2 run and have not looked back since then. offensively for the Cats, it's just been a struggle. I mean, nothing falling. They've even gotten some good, even on the good open looks, they're not falling down tonight, Mr. Davidson.
Yeah, it's not. It's just been one of those nights that you really would like to not have some of the shots back, because you really got the good shot, good look. You just haven't been able to be successful at getting them down.
All right, here we go. Across the timeline. Cats with the ball. Knowles has it.
That should be a foul on number 10. He's just pushing him out of the way.
I'm gonna be one of those parents. If my kid does the whole question the official call, I may walk out on the floor and rip him off the floor myself. I cannot stand the body language when kids do that. Jumper, no good. Rebound inside by Woodrum. Take your foul and go and move on. Harrisonville's had a couple of those tonight too. You can't question what's going on the floor. Just take your foul and move on and go from there, like whether you agree with it or not. Inside they go. Baseline by Euler. Gets it inside Kilpatrick. Give and go to Salisbury. Glass and good. Makes it 52-28. I know nobody wants me on my soapbox tonight, but that's just one of those things that I see a lot of high school athletes do, and it drives me crazy. 3 the other way by the Cats, no good. Rebound Kilpatrick, and Grain Valley with the ball and a 24-point advantage. Moulton fires. Cannot connect. Foul on the backside. They're going to call that on Woodrum, I guess. Didn't see what happened there, but it goes back the other way. So 52-28. 24-point contest. Across the timeline they go. Have it on the wing outside, 3 ball. Good by Kobe Norris. 52-31. They just called a technical foul on Evan Filer. I'm not sure what happened, but okay. So Kilpatrick knocks the first one down. Filer just kind of rolled the ball out of bounds after he caught the 3, so that's what they were saying there. 1 free throw. 54-31 the score now, so the free throws go down and the Cats.
Football team's back in.
So top of the key, Salisbury, 23-point game. Steal by Atkinson. Gets it off for Norris. Norris kick it off, 3 ball. George knocks it down. 54-34, back to 20 as Landon George knocks it down. And this will be one of those frustrating things. Let's say the Cats piece together 3 or 4 more threes in a row, get it to 11 or 12. Then you feel like, where was that the rest of the ball game? Knocked away by Atkinson, picked up by George. George across the timeline, dribbles in, kicks corner, 3 ball Knowles. Good, Colby Knowles. 54-37, Colby Knowles knocks it down, his second 3 of the game. And with 4 minutes to go, Cats cut it to 17. Inside they look, Kilpatrick looks with the dribble drive, now kick it into the corner. Euler give and go. Foul on Atkinson on the cutter Woodrum. Kennedy gave that initial look. The official went and talked to him. Kennedy said, okay. So 54-37. Moulton. Matlin. I've been calling him Moulton all night, and I spelt it wrong on my sheet. It's Matlin. So Caden Matlin, I apologize for mispronouncing your name for 28 minutes. Back out front, on the wing, off. 3 ball, no. Rebound tipped out to Norris. Into the corner, Atkinson. Atkinson looking to get rid of it, gets it off Knowles. Knowles back to Atkinson, to George, off for Norris. Norris in the corner. He's going to drive baseline, up and under, good for 2. 54-39. Cats within 15, 3 minutes to go. I've seen crazier things. Cats came down back from 13 down with 3.5 to go in a ball game against Knob Noster years ago. 3 the other way, no. Rebound for the Cats, 54-39. Ahead they go. George to Norris. Norris off for Knowles. He knocks it down. 54-42. We got a timeout. Cats within 12. We'll be right back.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
Cats in the midst of a 16-4 run here in the fourth quarter, and they've got it to within 12.
Well, and like I said, they're only playing 7 people, sometimes only 6, and we're playing 10 guys. And so it gives half the time as far as on the court, gives a little bit more breath.
Couple of things to look at here. Both teams in the bonus from here on out. Grain Valley will be in the double bonus on fouls. Still 2:27 to go. If you can get a couple of quick threes here to fall and get it to within 6, things are going to tighten up real quick.
Well, they've already tightened up. I mean, you can see, and they're already, and I like this. I like the full court pressure.
And in the backcourt with it is Witten. Hands it off for Dankenbring. Dankenbring going to try to weave through traffic and does. Gets it inside and a walk.
He walked before they even called it.
And it'll be back to the Cats. Cats a chance to cut it to 10 or 9 here. No pressure on Harrisonville right here. Been down by 25 in the ball game. They just look at it like, hey, if we can get another couple buckets, they're going to start pressing even more. Jenkins off for Knowles. He's had the hot hand here in the fourth. Knowles hands off for George. You'd like to get Knowles or Langer with the look here. Langer jumper, good. It's 54-44. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Dankenbring gets it off for Witten, and a foul going to be called. Now they're going to talk it over here. Called that one on Langer. So to the line for a pair is Witten. He has not scored tonight. First free throw, no good. Back of the rim.
Good foul.
It just starts tightening. I told you, tighten up. Grain Valley playing super tight right now. Cats playing free and easy. 1:42 to go, a 10-point game. Make it 11. As Witten is able to knock the second one down, and it's 55, 44, 140 to go in this one. Jenkins, Knowles. Knowles will fire. Connects! Kobe Knowles, 55-47. It's an 8-point game, 1:29 to go. Kobe Knowles lights it up. Dankenbring almost loses it off for Moulton. Moulton's got it out front. Try to get a steal. Now they're going to go top of the key. Backdoor Euler inside for Kilpatrick. And they're going to call a foul on Poisel. That basket looks like a big old hula hoop right now to Colby Knowles in this fourth quarter. Is that his third three or fourth three in this? Third three in this quarter. Kilpatrick knocks down the first one. This is the big one, though. This pushes it back to double digits. 56-47. And he misses the second. Rebound in there. Foul. And it goes back the other way. 1-and-1 situation for Poisel now.
And that's 5 on Oilers. So Oilers down. So we're talking about 6 or 7 people. Now they're down to 6 that they play.
So to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 situation, Jacob Poisel. He has not scored tonight. 56-47, 1:14 to go in the contest. Cats can cut it to 7. Free throw no good, and it goes back the other way. Cats playing defense out front on Moulton. Going to try to trap him, get it back to Dankenbring. Now a trap and a foul called with 1:02 to go. And Dankenbring going to go to the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Bad part of this situation is they get 2 each time from here on out. Cats down as many as 25, have got it back to within 9. Dankenbring at the line, bricks the back of the rim on that one. 1 more to go here. Second free throw coming up. It is no good. Rebound by Knowles to Jenkins. 1 minute to go. Cats down 9. They can make it 6 with the bucket here. Knowles going to drive, kick it in the corner for Langer. Langer off for Cats. Cannot take too much time here. 3 ball on the way. Good! Landon George! 56-50. Cats within 6. Wow! We'll be right back.
What do you look for when you're buying a used vehicle? How about honesty and integrity, along with a reliable vehicle? That's why you should turn to Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales. Selling reliable vehicles in Harrisonville for 35 years means Holland's will be around when it's time to buy. At Holland's, you get more than a nice vehicle. You get a friend in the car business.
The where the grammars go, Holland's Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Hey, remember when I said it was going to tighten up? They hit a couple more threes. 44.5 to go. Let's reset things for you, Gary. 56-50 our score. Both teams in the bonus situation. And the possession arrow belongs to Grain Valley. It's a 6-point game, a game that was as many as 25 in this second half.
But we're hot. And if you want to get hot at any time, this is when you want to get hot in the last 44.5 seconds of the game. I mean, we are hot, and if we can just stay that way for just another few more minutes, I mean, we have already hit 2, 5, 6 threes in this quarter alone.
Been down as many as 28, Gary, and it's down to 6.
And they only have really truly 5 players, and of those 5 players, there's 2 of them that don't shoot very good free throws. So foul anybody but Kilpatrick, and I think you're going to be fine.
They get it in, and that's who they're going to get the ball in to is Kilpatrick ahead to Salisbury. And a charging foul, and it goes back to the Wildcats with 39.4 seconds to go. Harrisonville is, I told you at the beginning of the fourth, Gary, they had a heartbeat and it was faint, and now that heartbeat's growing heavier. 39.4 seconds to go. Cats with the ball, 56-50. Wow.
Well, and they don't have the breath in them.
So here we go. They get it into George. George is going to bring it up 37. They got to hurry. They're down 6. You got to get a good shot to Jenkins. No. Rebound, George. He gets it out. He goes over. Langer, 3. No, long. Rebound backside. Grain Valley with 20. Moulton is fouled. That could have got real interesting. 6-point game, 21.1. Cats have taken 22 with a 28-point deficit and destroyed it. Grain Valley trying to make this a 3-possession game with 21.1 to go. Moulton at the line.
Good personal
for a pair.
foul.
He is 0 for 2 from the line tonight. 1 for 3, has one more to go. 57-50. That first one's so big because it makes it a 3-possession game. 57-50, 21.1 to go. Second one good. So 2 free throws. It's an 8-point game. Cats got to hurry. Kick it in the corner for Langer. Spin it around. That one's knocked away by Woodrum and out of bounds. Back to the Cats with 11.8 to go. So 58-50. 11.8 to go. Cats have fought all the way back and made this one interesting in the late going. Woodrum knocks it away, but out of bounds. And Gary, remember about midway through the fourth, or between third and fourth quarter, I said, you start knocking down some threes in the fourth quarter, you're going to get upset going, if we just had a couple of those early. Langer for 3, no. Rebound, out of bounds, stays with the Cats, but it's pretty much academic now. The Cats fought and clawed, not going to come out with it. But what a comeback in the fourth quarter by the Cats. They were down 28, and they only trail by 8 now. Ball knocked away. Langer, spinner, and that'll do it. Cats got them back within 6, couldn't capitalize. We'll be back after this.
Everyone needs a kickstart at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So go see the team at Sonic of Harrisonville to kick away those afternoon blues with an ice-cold soda full of caffeine to kickstart that energy. The best part, 2 to 4 p.m. is happy hour, so you can kick away the cobwebs for half price. And while you're at it, don't forget to grab an afternoon snack with some cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers. Also, go to the4ts.com and sign up for the Wildcat Kick Contest. So kick away those afternoon blues and get to Sonic today.
Everybody loves the old-fashioned drive-in. Well, guess what? Susie Q's has opened up in the Old Peculiar Drive-In location across from the Frog Barn and Peculiar. Go in, get the signature Susie Q, you know, the one that's so big they barely fit in the basket. While you're at it, at the Tenderloin. So next time you think, man, I wish I had an old drive-in, remember, there's one 5 minutes up I-49 in Peculiar at Susie Q's.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a swing set standoff. And we covered it. July 1st, 2015. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Bradley Sainer, in the A-frame at 1808 North Commercial Street in Harrisonville. Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, 1 scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, we have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations.
Every team has the same characteristics, including having each other's back. That's the motto the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they got your back. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new in a warm, family-friendly environment. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
All right, welcome back. Final score tonight, 58-50. Harrisonville almost pulls off the miracle comeback. Down 28 late third quarter. They come all the way back and get it to within 6 and a chance to make it one possession. The three just wouldn't fall then, Gary, but you got to like the fight in the Wildcats.
Oh, absolutely. 24-8 in the fourth quarter. I mean, we tripled them up in the fourth quarter. So if we would have just had a little bit more fall in the first and second, I mean, we scored 5 points in the first quarter, and then 11, and then 10, and then 24. So if we would have just had a little bit more luck or some things would have been falling earlier, this would have been a ball game, and I would have loved to have seen it down to a one possession game with the last 30 seconds of the game.
The only critique I'd have of that comeback was once they got it to 8, or I think 8 or 9.
They were down to 7 at one point.
7.
No, they were down to 6.
They were down to 6. It was 56-50. What I would have liked to see, we took a little bit too much time in that situation, getting to where an open look, almost questioning who wanted to take the shot type of deal. I would have been looking for Knowles there. I mean, he was on fire in the fourth quarter. But nevertheless, you like to see that in a fight and no quitting your guys. And you come all the way back. You're down 28 and you get it to within 6. And as we said late in the third quarter, I said, what you're going to get upset about is if you get it closer in the fourth quarter, you get it to 15 or 10, you're going to go, man, if we got some shots to fall. Well, you got it to 6. Now you're really thinking, man, if a couple of those would have fallen. What I would have liked to see different, maybe in the first half, a little more dribble penetration in the first quarter of that ball game. But, sometimes the shot just doesn't fall, and it was not falling for the Cats until the fourth quarter.
Well, and a couple of those shots, we had some open threes that if they would have fallen, the penetration, they would have went from the 2-3 zone to man-to-man. And, this fourth quarter, I loved the way the Cats played this fourth quarter. It tells me how they're going to be able to play going forward, into February and into March, hopefully.
And that's why you play tough games early on. That's why you play a Grain Valley. You look up here behind us, Gary. Grain Valley, they're going to be battle-tested. They got to be battle-tested. They've got Kearney. They've got Platte County. They've got Raytown South, which has been to the state championship game 2 years ago. Grandview, who has won back-to-back state titles, both in their conference. So, it's not going to get easy for Grain Valley, and they need games like that too in the early season, so they know what to do in situations if they have a big lead, how to get it from becoming a very small lead.
Well, and I would love to come back and play them again this year, like we used to. Not going to get it this year, but hopefully, maybe we'll see them. Well, I guess we won't see them in the playoffs either. So, anyway, I'm going to run down some stats real quick. Normally you say if you get 3 guys in double digits, you're normally going to win the ball game. We had 3 guys in double digits. Now, a lot of that came in the very end. But Colby Knowles, with his hot hand, he had 9 of the 12 points he scored in the fourth quarter. He had 12. George and Rogers both had 10 to round out the double digits. Then Norris had 5. Langer had 6. And then you had Filer with 3 and Jenkins and Atkinson with 2 to round out the 50. They had 2 guys in double digits. Obviously, Kilpatrick, their number 21, he was on fire and he's their 3-point guy, obviously. He scored 21 points, and so you got to give him kudos. And also A.J. Salisbury scored 17. They scored 38 of their 58 points. So if looking back at it now, how they play, you're going to be playing a little bit more on those 2 and make everybody else shoot a little bit more. And I think we figured that out because really Kilpatrick only had 3 points in the fourth quarter and only 4 points in the third quarter. Shut him down. He only had and all those were at the line except 1 2-point shot. So most of his points came early in the game in the first half.
Well, This is why you play games early in the season, see where you're at. You want to keep going. Doesn't get any easier for the Cats. They got ACTs in the morning. A couple of the guys are going down to Columbia to receive their All-State awards, and they go to Frontenac tomorrow afternoon. So a quick turnaround for the Cats. But you got to play the games to get better. Hopefully they can bounce back with a win tomorrow afternoon. We're done for the season, or we're done for the holidays. This will be our last game until after the first of the year. Remember, January 3rd, the Chamber of Commerce is having their monthly First Friday Coffee. We are hosting that at the Chamber office, and we are also going to be giving away a couple of cool things at that. We would love you guys to come out, and we're going to have it live broadcast on 4Ts, so tune in if you can't get there. It starts at 7:30 on January 3rd, 7:30 in the morning on January 3rd. And Brickhouse Coffee as well, as Jerry was saying. Before you make it over to the Chamber event, go grab you a Brickhouse Coffee, get on the Joe app, order your coffee, and roll. So final score tonight, 58-50. Cats fall in this one. We will see you after the holidays. Be looking at 4T's Facebook page, and we will give you an updated schedule after this. For Gary Davidson, for Jerry Forschler, I'm Chad Grammer saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you after the first of the year.